here in Trondheim, in Norway. Cute little town. Enjoyed my walk around yesterday. And it's pretty hot here in Trondheim today. People had warned me, they said, in summer in Norway, because the sun shines, when the sun shines, it shines 24/7. And so the temperature can really pick up. And yeah, it's certainly not cold here today. This is one of the key things that Trondheim is known for, is this huge stone-built cathedral. Quite unusual for Norway, where all the churches are, the smaller churches are built out of timber. Enjoyed my stay here at the roomy hostel. Tonight we're heading further north, heading up to Mosjøen. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Mosjøen, there's a campsite there, and the weather's so nice. Looking forward to getting the tent out this evening. So today should be 5 or 6 hours of fairly simple riding. I'm not going to be doing too many squiggly roads today. This is one of the days where just building some kilometres to get north is really the name of the day. This is where I saw deer running in the street yesterday morning when I went out for breakfast. I don't see any this morning. This is rush hour in Trondheim. One of the things I'm noticing is that although they say that everyone in Norway has this compulsory 4 weeks of holiday in July, it clearly doesn't apply to roadworks, and I suspect they like to put a lot of those roadworks into July when the traffic is lighter. The weather's better, the traffic's lighter. Makes sense for them to concentrate the roadworks into this period, but it means that I'm constantly coming across closed roads and detours and things. Right now though, I've set Tiger to no motorways, which doesn't usually make a lot of difference in Norway. There aren't that many motorways outside of Oslo, but there is a little bit of motorway here around Trondheim, and because I've made that setting, I've got a little bit of a circuitous route to get the first few kilometres north from here. So we're on the main E6 road now, heading north. The signposts all saying Narvik in this direction. This E6, it's just the main north-south road through the whole of Norway. It's a bit like what the A1 is in the UK. Past a sign there saying Narvik, 875 kilometres, and that's kind of too far. I guess you could do it in 2 days. That would be 2 long days. It's not really far enough to make 3 days out of it, but I am making 3 days out of it. Although I've got the 90-day time limit imposed by Brexit and the Schengen area, I'm not in that much of a hurry. I'm not needing to make life difficult for myself. So for me it's going to be 3 days from Trondheim to Narvik. Look at this. I mean, although I'm saying this is the main E6, well, never mind the factory in the foreground, but you're still getting views over fjords like this. Part of the reason that it would be difficult to get from Trondheim to Narvik in just 2 days is Norway's speed restrictions. So we're cruising along here through the countryside. The speed restriction here is 70 kilometers an hour. And up ahead there's a camper van which is just sitting at 70. There's just no way of rushing it. And the thought of doing 450, 500 kilometers at these speeds, it just would take so long. Guy in the Land Rover there is Norwegian from Stavanger. He said he's on his way north to Bodo for a Land Rover rally. Says there'll be Land Rovers there from the UK and Germany and all over. So he's a fan of all things British engineering, so he was very interested in Tigger. And of course, I've heard it said before that the 3-cylinder Tiger, 3 cylinders, 2 wheels, is effectively one half of a Land Rover, which is 6 cylinders, 4 wheels. So I was trying to convince him that I'm one half of a Land Rover. Not quite sure he understood what I was saying. More roadworks. More roadworks. Just when you're enjoying the beautiful scenery, back to reality. Oh, we got a bit of off-roading. Nice bit of gravel road. And this, believe it or not, is still the main E6. So motorway, it is not. Dual carriageway, it is not. It's barely even a single carriageway. While I'm parked here, I was just checking the tread depth on my rear tyre here. The last set of tyres I had like this, the Bridgestone AX41s, they took me to Morocco and back, and they lasted 8,000 miles and they still had plenty of tread left on them. Just measuring this one here, I'm down to 5mm, so that suggests that it's about halfway worn, and I'm not halfway through this trip. I can see that possibly when I get to Helsinki or somewhere like that, I might actually need a new back tyre. I'm already set up for a small service in Helsinki, There's a triumphtiger in Helsinki, there's another one in Tallinn. I've just warned both of them that I'm coming through, and I'll be looking for an oil change. I'll need to decide before I get there whether I'm going to need a new tyre as well, because I'll need to order that in advance. By the time I get to Helsinki, I could switch back to normal road tyres. I don't think I'll be doing much off-road through Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania and Poland. So that would be an option for me. Something to think about. There's always something to think about. Never a dull moment when you're doing a big tour. Here we are, we're entering the region of North Norway. Snow-capped mountains ahead. So just ridden through a barrier there. Well, it was open, didn't ride through it, you know. Through a barrier there, they call them a veg bomb. A boom across the road, which normally means you're entering a high pass, so they can close it off in winter when it's impassable. So I don't know how much higher this pass is going to go, but we're up here amongst the snowy peaks. First fill up of today. Full tank to start with. So that's 400 kilometres we burned. Okay, just half an hour to go, I think. We can get the tent pitched. I think it says 24 degrees centigrade at the moment. E6 still heading in the direction of Narvik. What does this sign say? Mosjøen 42, that's where we're going. Narvik 555, that's where we'll be in 2 days. Here we go, this is still the E6. And to think that I was concerned that it was going to be boring motorway all the way, it's certainly not that. I don't know what it's like south of Trondheim, but north of Trondheim, this E6 has got to be one of the classic routes of motorbike riding, surely. I mean, Route 66 can't have anything better than this. Ah, here we are, Top Camp. Top Camp in Mosjøen.
Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.